Hey guys, here we are at Dragon Trail Seaside, racing some Group 4s for Daily Race C. So, earlier this week I had raced some Group 3s at Bathurst, trying to beat Mystery Man's time, and I think I was eventually able to manage around like a 201.9 there, but I'm just starting out Daily Race C, and this is the final day, and I think it's actually going to change over to the next daily races at midnight tonight, so you can see it's 10:10, so I have about an hour and 50 minutes. I'm probably not going to use all that, though. I'm only going to race until I would say 11:15, so I'm going to give myself an hour and 5 minutes and see how far we can get in that time, and if we can achieve our goal early, then I guess we'll end early. But I'd say our goal at this point is to beat the highest PX7 member on the leaderboards, which is PX7 missed it with a 144.14, and we can see the top 10s are 143.8, so it's only about 3 tenths away, but obviously we've learned that those last few tenths are very challenging, so I'd say a good goal for us right now is to see if we can beat Mist this time. So I see a lot of Vipers, TTs, and those look like basically the dominant cars. So we're going to start with the TT, see what it's like, and we'll switch over to the Viper, and we'll see how we can do. So first laps, haven't posted any laps yet, so let's just see what this is like. So racing medium tires, I guess. So while I haven't done this combo yet, what I do know after driving the TT a good amount of times is that it's front wheel drive, so we want the brake balance to the rear, and we're going to get a lot of understeers. So I'm just curious to see how bad it's going to be and where we're going to get the most understeer. Don't really know where to rev out the car. I'm guessing all the way is good. Okay, I feel like I'm underdriving a lot of these corners so far, so it's pretty expected though, first lap. Looking like second gear might not be too useful though, so as of now I'm going to see if I can try to stay in third or higher for most of the lap. I'm really curious about the last corner, whether that's a third or a second corner. And this corner, it says it's a second, but is it going to be a second? That looks like it could be on the verge of third and second as well, so watching those replays could be helpful. Okay, so car does not like the curves per se, but I think I can avoid that if I just get a bit tighter to the walls. Yeah, this last corner seems like an easy third gear. Yeah, just getting back on the throttle completely. Car does not turn at all, so you gotta either be partial on the throttle and exit, or you gotta apex later. Start of the curve might be a good place to brake if I downshift faster. That was a slow downshift though, so half a second up though. Yeah, that little kink through there, I'm not sure if I should take that flat or whether there should be a small lift. We're on pace for a sub 45, see if we can keep that up. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, getting improvements this big shows that we're not even close yet, so Just figuring out our marks. I remember overshooting this corner, so I'm going to brake a bit before the curb this time. Yeah, I think last time I downshifted so slowly, I think you can probably brake a bit later, like where I did, just to attack it a bit better. Second just seems to bog so bad. I feel like second's a mistake there. We'll try to keep it in third. The line was horrible through there, but just too early apex. Car turned really well, surprisingly. I did not expect it to, so need to brake either a bit later or turn in later. Yeah, I like these improvements though, just noticing what we need to work on. Braking a bit later this time. It's never perfect. Too late, then too early, then again too late, so. But let's see, take this in third gear, see if we can gain any on the exit. Oh wow. Almost a whole tenth it looked like. I don't know how to take that better. Like, I know last time it was not good, but I just... Is it manageable to go to fourth there? I'm not sure, but... Yeah, I'd say the two corners right now. The final corner... well, yeah, three corners, I guess. The first chicane, the final corner, and the S's. Those three areas, main improvements. Everywhere else is looking not too bad. So I would say once we get below, I don't know, what was the top 10? I think it was like a 43.8 or something. So once we get, if we can get a 44.3, if we get a 44.3, I'll start looking at replays. Oh, that felt pretty good. Wasn't great, but at least we're equal to our best. Okay, can we actually turn in early enough for this corner? Didn't look good. We're up, but I know it can be better. I think like if you nail the line, you can go flat there, but just hit the curb in the wrong way and it just launches into the wall. Okay, what's our optimal? I don't even know. .44.4, so hope we can bring the optimal to a 44.3 soon. Just cannot get the exit like we had before. Just lose a half-tenth there. There we go, almost flat. And now I can't get it turned in. One time I get it turned in too early, and now I can't get it turned in at all. It's an improvement, but just need to start just doing better. I went again on the complete gas so early. I just feel like partial gassing for so long I'm just losing time, and I could be right, but like I never hit the apex last lap and I was still not bad. That was dumb to upshift so early. I don't really know why I did that. Okay, if we can hit the apex, I'm curious what this is going to bring to us. We're a 10th down, so how good can this corner be? Well, we gained that whole 10th back and some, so I mean, just look at this optimal. It's going to drop, I think, a lot. Yep, down to 0.3, and we're literally 100th off of a 0.3, so come on. Oh, look at that delta. It's coming down, but it's pretty good for now. As soon as I speak, I mess up. Oh, hello. Wasn't pretty, but it's gotta be a 0.3. There we go. Still lots of time to gain, but how long was that? That was about 15 minutes or so. Yeah, we got like 8 laps in, around 15 minutes, and optimal's down to a 0.2. So where does that put us right now? That puts us 8 on our friends leaderboard with a 44.34, and yeah, it's just about half a second off of the top 10. Half a second doesn't seem like much, but let's say we should check out some of these hot laps now just to see what they're doing differently. Okay, it looks like they're revving the car all the way out. Just right at the curb, down to third, pretty fast downshifts, cutting a lot there. Full to partial, back to full. Letting it like rev multiple times. It was like bouncing on the revs, wait till it completely gets to the revs. Up to fifth, any lift? No lift. Braking, okay, that was actually surprising where the braking was. Up to fifth at 117. And then before the sand, that's an interesting marker. And just looking at the, I want to see the trail braking. Up to fifth, 117, full throttle, brake now, trail, well, again, I was looking at the brakes, now I'll look at the downshifts, since they're at fifth. Up to fifth gear, and it was like a double downshift real fast, like right here, down, down, okay. Fast downshifts, trail, coast at the apex, up to partial gas. Okay, revving up to fourth, up to fifth. Is there a downshift or a brake here at all? Wow, there's a long coast. That is really different what I was doing. Yeah, it's coast, and yeah, since the line I'm doing is so bad, so the entrance there is so crucial. So the way it's like, is it a brake and then a let off, or a let off and then a brake? Yeah, it's like a let off brake into the apex. Just want to see the point that they're like almost right at the cone. Okay. Shifting up to sixth around, yeah, ripping it out to like 140. Round down to third real soon, trailing in. Partial, and then back to full pretty late. Up to fourth, how much are they cutting the curb here? They are cutting that side and a little on that side. Flat, are they letting off? Flat the whole time, right up to the wall. Partial, full. Wow, the commitment to full so early is impressive. Okay, where are they shifting up to 117? 117. Okay, that is really solid lap throughout, so I'd say that entrance to the S's is the thing that blows my mind the most. That is so different than what I was doing, so that should hopefully gain me some time. I'm just going to put on their Ghost and see if it helps us a bit. Yeah, I'll say they are revving it out even more than we were. It was like 140, right? Yeah. Didn't do it that well, but just trying to... It's really more about the line than anything. It's not really about the technique. What's it gonna be? Did we make any improvement? Right off the bat, a whole 10th up. So yeah, watching that lap helps for sure. I think it was a bit of a shallow turn in there. We just kind of overbroke, too slow in the apex. Oh, that was one of the best final corners we've done. I think that might have already beat Mista's time. I'm gonna continue on with this lap, and if it's good, I'll exit and check. I know I overbroke for this corner. I'll see if we can do it any better this time. Well, with better entry, but a little bit of a worse exit. We were hesitant through there, had to correct the car late through the corner, lost some time on exit. It's gonna be an improvement. It's not far off the top 10, that's for sure. Oh, well, that's not it. No penalty? Really? Well, oh, there it is. Yeah, let's finish to the first sector here, and then I'll check where that is in the leaderboard. But I'm quite impressed. I was really happy with that 44-1, and I was just like, I know we need to make our improvements. And I still think we kind of messed up the corner right behind us. We overshot it a bit, but those S's felt really good, and everything else was pretty solid too. So every single time I go through that chicane, though, it's always sketchy. Okay, so after a few laps and checking out the replay, this puts us number 2. So we actually beat Lester and Mista, so I'm quite happy with that. So yes, top 10 is exactly like what? Yeah, 0.103 off. So I was mentioning I wanted to consider the Viper, so I will actually switch over to that now, but that is the time that we have, 43.9. So will the Viper help us get any further? That is the question. Do we even have it? Viper. Haven't driven that car in so long, if I even own it. Oh my gosh, am I just skipping over it? Did I just... There it is, okay. What paint scheme is that? Do I even have on it? It's like a Richard Petty thing, I believe. Anyways, I'm honestly surprised. Like, I mean, I said I was planning on making this a 1-hour stream to beat Mista's time. I mean, I know he's fast, so I don't know much time these guys spent on this time trial. I mean, I definitely enjoy the track, and that TT, it was a challenge just to partial throttle and to deal with that. So curious to see how the Viper is gonna drive, see how different it is. Isn't it mediums? There it is. So this thing is clearly handles much better, or at least in terms of I don't think it's front wheel drive. I should probably know what it is, but when I think of front wheel drive cars, I just think of the RCZ and the TT. I can't really think of any others. There's probably others I'm just forgetting, but I normally would start at brake balance at 0, but for some reason I had it at -2, so I'm gonna assume maybe that's what it should be at, and then if it's not, I'll change it. But at least with the TT, we were having to figure out like what the car was like and figure out the track. I mean, I guess we're still doing the same thing here, but now that we've done a bunch of laps of the track, at least I kind of have the braking points figured out and stuff, so it should be a bit easier to get up to pace. Gosh, it's like I know I could so easily hit the wall, so I have to go for it. Plus, it's only one lap, so you don't have to focus on the consistency. Okay, that last corner is something. I felt like I broke at the same place, and the car was like, "Nope, I'm not gonna stop. Have fun, enjoy your sliding." Wow, why are we so little up? I would have expected us to, I feel like with the TT you can really feel if you're slow or feel if you're fast. This, I'm not getting as much of a feeling of that. It's just, I guess because with the TT, and you're like, it's inherently understeery, so you know when the corner feels bad. This is not really as understeery, so it's like it's not going to have as many issues through the corners, so you have to push it even harder. Okay, half a second up or so. That's better. I think I'll check out the replay of someone if I can get at like a, I don't know, I'll say 45.5. Doesn't have to be a 5.0, just a 45.5 something. I really feel the car is doing quite well in the corners, which is making me think, I mean, the fact that I overshot the last corner and then the first chicane that time, I'm wanting to move the brake balance even further to the front. So, maybe that's the way to go. It's so weird driving a car with like brake balance all the way to the rear, and this one I'm almost considering all the way to the front, so it's a complete opposite styles. You still have to modulate the throttle there, and I did it horribly, so I'm gonna restart, but it's just the amount, you don't have to like do like half throttle with the TT, but this you can like do, it feels like you could almost like go down to 70% throttle and then all the way back, so it just, I feel like there are more minute adjustments with the Audi. It's a bigger adjustment, I'd say. Wow, the brakes are good. Just way too early on the brakes. Downshifting was never even a concern with the TTU. You stayed in 5th gear no matter what there. Here I'm like questioning it, which is weird. Okay, I'm impatient. I gotta check it out. Wait, did he really? Did Hellsfire really improve his time in like the 10 minutes I've been here? I thought he was second a few minutes ago. Wow. Okay, well I guess I'm not the only one practicing, and I guess... Okay, anyways. It's kind of cool to see. I guess it's the last day, so everyone's trying to improve their times to as fast as they can. So, does he also have the same livery, or is that like a weird glitch where they just post the same liveries? Anyways, down to 3rd, down to 2nd for us, or a millisecond. Down to 2nd, yeah. I was questioning staying in 3rd, so seems to be more gear changes with this car for sure. Is this down to, yep, down to 4th. I was questioning it because with the TT you just stay in like you do so few gear changes. How far is you gonna rev it up to? Like 136? It's pretty high. Okay, is this a flat through the chicane, I presume? Yes. Like, just riding on board, this just feels much slower than the Audi TT lap to me. I don't know, could just be me. Down to second. Yeah, I just gotta get used to all these downshifts. There's a lot more downshifts. And then, yeah, revving it back up. Okay. I'll do like 2 or 3 more laps. I'll go to like, I don't know. Yeah, 4 or 5 more laps, and after that I'll judge which car I want to stay with, but definitely, I'm not disliking the Viper, but I just feel that the TT, like I said, I can just feel whether I'm slow or fast. This, I'm struggling with that. I will say adding the Ghost does help with judging how fast you are. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna add that right now. Come on. The fact that I'm only 1/10 off the top 10, I feel like that'd be a really nice goal to achieve. I know it's so easy to, like, once you improve and continue improving, you keep changing your goals, be like, well, I'm only half a tenth off the top 5, then you're like, I just get the top 5, and then you just keep going from there. But if I can just keep the top 10 as my final goal, I think that's a good stopping point. Yeah, this first sector I can just tell. I mean, I think I was like half a second slower. Like, I'm just so relaxed driving this thing with the Audi TT. Like, I'm just like clenching every single corner. And so it's like the fact that it's putting pressure on me just from the fact that, like, it's gonna understeer, not to like be constantly being proactive and anticipating what's gonna happen, keeps me on edge and just ready to nail every corner. With this thing, it's just there's not that pressure, which actually makes me perform worse. It's weird. Just so used. I mean, I can't. The habits from the Audi, man. Okay, this is probably my last lap, then I'll just switch back. I do feel like it was a good decision to try out both cars, because you never know if, like, you might spend time on one, and even if you feel really comfortable, if the other car, you can immediately just get up to that speed just much sooner, then I feel it's worth trying the other car. But this, it was just, not only could I not get up to speed that fast, I just, like I kept talking about, it just felt so easy to drive, which apparently I dislike. It's weird though, because I feel I prefer, I guess I prefer cars that are more challenging to drive, but on the understeery side, because like any NSX or like the Ferrari 458, like Group 3 cars, those are a disaster. I don't like the Huracan either, just like cars that love to oversteer, not my, not my friends, but ones that I guess understeer, it's just, I guess that's my thing, but maybe it's just, maybe it was lucky lap, maybe it was just, maybe it's the Group 4 car. Anyways. Top 10 still at 813, or did anyone else improve? Yep, still 813. And let's just make the ghost 1 second. I noticed I didn't mean to make 1.1. So yeah, like I said, I'd like to go till about 11:15 or so. So I'll give myself another 25 minutes. But I would not be surprised if this ends up being my final time, so it was a really good lap. After getting to that Viper, I just want to kind of get into a rhythm of what this car is like, just to remind myself it again. I can just tell on this corner, I mean, like, even on a good lap, that corner is really important, because even once you get on the throttle, it's not really understeering that's the problem, but I can just feel like having too much, like, turn in the wheel, you're just scrubbing off speed on exit, so it's really important just to open up the wheel on the exit there, that way you're not losing time on exit. I keep getting impressed by how early his brake lights are going on. I'm just like, I'm looking at him braking so early, and it's like, when I brake that early, I end up cutting, so I feel like I could brake later, or I'm kind of confused. I feel like I've been just super lucky that one of the laps, like a really good lap I've been on, hasn't been ruined by me like slamming into the chicane. I feel like it's gonna happen at some point, but I've just been lucky it hasn't happened yet. that amount of curb that he takes is super critical. It's like you don't want to cut too much or else you're losing time, but if you stay out too wide, you're just driving, just doing too much distance, so it's the balance. Just look how fast we're back right up to pace. We're already 2 or 3 tenths off. Like, I just could not get that in the Viper. So it's like, even if I can't improve, I just think like this is the prefer the car. That style of coasting right before the apex and then tapping the brake, it's so much more challenging than just normal braking into a corner. I can not only fast, but we're pretty consistent here too, so. That felt so good. I'm either just too late on the brakes or I mean, just for how close I am right now, I know if I can just get those S's right, I feel like I could get a new lap record. I don't know if I'm losing a whole 10th in the S's. It doesn't seem that significant, but what's the optimal? Optimal is only a 909, so maybe I'm not losing that much after all. Upshift so early. I mean, I was like a 10th down at the first sector and I brought it all back, so maybe it is a whole 10th. Gain a whole 10th in the S's and lose a whole 10th in that corner. Just a bit too late on the brakes. Could tell as soon as I went on them. Got on the brakes too early there. Just get it. It's gonna be an improvement, but I don't think it's gonna be a new best lap. Just disappointing that last corner. I could have done it so much better. It's a good lap up to that point though. Why do I keep upshifting so early? Just so unnecessary. Brake a bit earlier than last time, come on. I think I broke later, if anything. Well, that could have been better. Well, we're getting there. We're like, what, 200ths away from the top 10? Come on. We know exactly what corner we need to improve on. That was trash. It's just that corner at the very bottom of the hill. Keep braking a bit too late, and our exit is just losing us so much time. I'm just proud of the consistency we brought so far. Though, I mean, it's like look at those laps on the right. I'm more proud of the consistency than the lap itself. Yeah, there's a 7 in there, but the fact that, I mean, that lap, I remember how late that turn in for the chicane was too. I feel like I had to like counter steer, and that also hurt a bit, so if I could just fix the chicane a bit, and I'd say more than anything, just that corner at the bottom of the hill, those two, and I think we'll be in the top 10. It's weird that I'm like cutting that curb and I'm expecting there to be a huge bump, and most of the time just the angle that you hit it, there really isn't one, but that time I definitely hit it at the wrong angle and it just upset the car so bad, so... Gosh, I mean, first of all, I downshifted to 4th and then to 3rd. I feel like it was really weird why I did that. I feel like I've normally been downshifting all down to 3rd like immediately. So, no reason to just downshift 2 and then 1, just do all 3 at the same time. Okay, I almost want to consider turning off the cones because I don't know if hitting the cone is something. I mean, the braking zones are really helpful. I believe so. So turning off the cones might hurt me, to be honest, but I'll risk it. Why did I upshift so early? Just unnecessary. missed the apex. It's gonna hurt me all the way through here. Oh, that was unnecessary. Just again, didn't hit the apex, but should have. Gosh, a great lap, but it's just like, I felt the first sector was incredible, and then this middle and third sector were just okay, so. Just like, I know how close I mean, look how far I'm down already. I mean, that just shows I absolutely nailed that first corner, so it's a great lap. I mean, if it's a top 10, I can't be upset about that. It's just knowing that I could have done that last corner better, so let's see, if I just exit now, how much time do I want to continue on with this? So I want to end around 11:15. What time is it now? Well, looks like it's 11:12, so I'm ending on a, you could argue, good note. I mean, I'm still happy with it. I guess I'm just upset about the specifics, but is that a top 10 anyways? Yeah, it looks like it is, so it's barely, I mean, it might go away by the end of tonight, but definitely getting a bit more competitive. People are putting in those last few laps, but as of now, it's 8th place, and definitely a fun combo. Looks like there's a lot of TTs up there, so yeah, congrats to everyone on there, and for everyone that was watching the stream, hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Actually, you know what, before we go, I'll just watch an onboard, or watch a TV view of that lap. I'm curious to check it out. Curious to see what it looked like. I'd possibly argue that turning off the cones, I mean, maybe it helped for the first sector. I think just that final corner, having the cone there, just helps me just have one extra marker, and so I might have been able to get the apex a bit better, but let's see it anyways. I probably could have just seen the best lap replay from that menu, and I didn't need to actually save it and then exit to go here, but oops. It was definitely a struggle to get to that time, though. I mean, you did have to be pretty solid around there and just get to know the car. Let's focus on the trail braking and the throttle management on acceleration. So yeah, let's see this lap. That's a turn 1 cut if I've ever seen one. I feel like he really nailed that corner for once. He didn't really slide the corners on exit. gosh, so close to the wall there. The last corner wasn't bad. I got up to the white line, but I definitely could have used like an extra half car length with the curb there. Yeah, 43,787. Okay, now that we checked that out, I think I'll head out. So now, thanks for watching, and see you next time.